Okay, here we are again, guys. Check this out. Got the garden all taken down, cleaned out. As you remember from some of my previous videos, the tomato cages were still in there and the stalks were all still standing, so I cleaned all that up. So you know what time it is today? That's right, you guessed it. Time to get inside there with this old rototiller and get it all turned up. Not sure if I'm going to plant today or not, but we're going to get it all turned over. So let me get this thing fired up, take a pass through here, and I'll show you guys what it's looking like. Okay, here is what it's looking like after the first pass. This is just my first pass. Now I didn't till this up because this is my rhubarb. It's not doing very well, but it came back, so I'm not gonna till that under. I'll work around it. But there we have it. We got our first pass. Let's take a walk back to here and look at it. There's what the first pass is looking like. Not looking too bad, is it? This is some pretty good soil here. It's pretty good soil, and it always tills up real nice and easy because I've done it every year for the last 15 years I've been here. So it wasn't always this big. Started off a little smaller. I mean, this isn't big by any means, but it's not a bad little garden. So let's run through this thing one more time at full speed. Get the soil nice and fine, and I will show you what it looks like after I get done with the second pass. Okay, there it is. Second and final pass. Look how fine that dirt is. Look how nice and fine that is. Now all I have to do is rake this out, get it raked nice and flat, and decide, do I want to plant today or do I not? I'm thinking that I do. I got plenty of daylight left. It's only going to take a minute to rake this stuff nice and smooth, and then we'll get the plant out of the house and try to figure out just where I want to plant stuff and how I want to put it. So let me get this thing raked out, and we'll show you what it looks like after that. Okay, there's what it looks like all raked out. We get it all raked out nice and smooth, or smooth enough. It doesn't have to be perfect. And just rake it out, get the big ruts out of it. Get the plant out here and figure out what we're going to do. So now that we got it all nice and smooth, let's go in the house and get the plants. Okay, we got all of our plants out here. Got all of our plants out here. I think that's a beefsteak. It needs to go on the ground. He's not standing up too well. Got our red cherry. That's my cheater. It's already got flowers on it, as you can see. So we'll have tomatoes off that pretty soon. We got Swiss chard. Now, not everything's going to go in the ground because I don't have the room for all that. Look at this. That is not going to be good. That's going to be hot, hot, hot. But we're going to grow a couple plants anyways just to see what happens. We got some black beauty eggplant, hot banana pepper, Hungarian wax, hot pepper. I've never tried these before. This is new for me. Old German. Old German tomato. To me, that it kind of looks like a pineapple tomato, which I'm growing also, because we have our pineapples right here, okay? See how that pineapple looks? And then that Old German looks? Kind of looks the same. But this here says it's a huge fruit, great for slicing. So maybe it'll have the flavor of a pineapple tomato with the size of a beefsteak. And if that's the case, then it's a winner. But we're going to try it, so stay tuned. And then, of course, my favorite of all time, Brandywine. Brandywine tomato. This is the absolute best tomato that you can get. It's just completely sweet. It's a lighter pink. It's excellent. Look at the difference in the leaves. Brandywine leaves even look different than a regular tomato plant. See the normal tomato plant leaves? They all look the same. The cherry, the beefsteak, the Old German, the pineapple, all the leaves look the same until you get to the Brandywine. So if you never knew that, you know that now. Cucumbers, it just says cucumber. And then Black Beauty, eggplant. So there's what we have. And if you're saying to yourself, well, those aren't the ones you started in the basement, you're exactly right. Those didn't make it. I started them way too early, got way too anxious, so note to self, don't do that no more. So I went out to Dunkler's, my favorite little place, and bought all these. So I'm going to get started on this and see just how many we can fit from there all the way back to here. I will bring you back when it's planted. Okay, there it is. There it is. I've got all that I can fit in there. I know what you're thinking. Those are not the straightest rows you've ever seen. Yeah, they're not the straightest rows I've ever seen either, but you know what? It'll still grow. It'll still grow, so I put the cherry tomato right up front here, the beefsteak right behind it, 3 Swiss chard back there. This whole first row is tomatoes. I was not going to put this many tomatoes in, but I can't stop myself when I get going. Past the beefsteak, we have Old German. 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, because I want to try those. Next we got the pineapples. I put 2 of the pineapples in, 3 of the Brandywine, and that took up pretty much the whole first row. Then back there we got eggplant, eggplant, eggplant. I know that's pretty close together, but I was running out of room, so we did what we had to do. These ones are the hot banana peppers. Hungarian wax back there. And then of course, right there is the Carolina Reapers. That one and that one. And then, like I say, Swiss chard, so we'll see what happens. And then we've got rhubarb in there also. So now what I have to do, since I've got it all trampled up and feet prints in there and everything else, I'm going to rake this back out once more, get all those out, and then I'm going to put cages around all of this, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why, because that brown dog we got, Old Nova, will be in here trampling my plants down. So I'm going to have a couple sips of this nice adult beverage after all that hard work, and then I'm going to rake this out, put cages on these, and I will show you one last time what it looks like when it's finished. Okay, well there it is. There it is, start to finish. You guys got to see me till it up, rake it out, plant it, rake it back smooth, put all the cages on, the cages that I had. There's a couple plants back there that doesn't have it, but that's okay. And now it's finished. Now my garden is officially in for the 2021 garden season. Let's look at it from the back. Oh, that don't look so bad, does it? I think it'll be just fine. I'm gonna have a lot of tomatoes. If all these tomatoes do what they're supposed to do, I'm gonna have a lot. What I'm really curious about is these old Germans. These old Germans. So when they get big enough that I can harvest them, I'll make a video, a review on those. So stay tuned. That'll be in the future. So there you have it. Just a short video of me putting a garden in, but it was a long day. I've only got a couple plants left. Check this out. What didn't go in there, and I still have to find room for it, these cucumbers. So what I'll do is probably till another spot up over by the fence and go ahead and put those in, and then I'm left with 1 Brandywine and 2 pineapple tomatoes. So I'll probably just go ahead and give those to my buddy Phil so he can put them in his garden. And then that's about it. That's about it. So there you have it. The garden is in. So now all we have to do is just wait. Wait on the sun and the rain and see what happens. So until next time,